This is going to be kind of like a story time because I'm gonna be telling you guys how I got Leo and how I adopted him. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted anything on my channel, but I've just been really busy with work because it's like the holiday season, so they need me to work 5 days a week now, so I just been busy with that. I came across an article and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys down below in the description box if you guys want to read it. It's about how suddenly there is a high demand for a puppy for Christmas because a lot of people, they want to give a puppy as a gift. I feel it's a really sad because that, after the Christmas phase is over, how you're going to take care of the puppy and, how you're going to keep in demand with the puppy. It's so exciting to get the puppy, but there's a lot of responsibility with it. Other than that part, we can go ahead and start with my story. There is a little bit of a backstory of why I got Leo in the first place, so let's go to that backstory first. The backstory of why I got Leo was because that, it was during like the whole puppy phase or something, that phase where everybody was just getting a dog, and I didn't actually wanted a puppy, but then it was kind of like in my mind, as you were as a kid, or when I was just a kid, I remember, you always wanted a dog and you can't get a dog because your parents say no, which is super sad. But then in the end, I just end up like watching like dog whispers. If you guys don't know what dog whisper is, you guys should like YouTube it. It's just like a show that just teaches like, how there's like dogs that owners don't know how to take care of dogs, and the trainer come in and redo his thing and train him. And I really love that show, and I really love the trainer. It's Cesar Milan, and I love him. I love how the way he trained his dogs, how to be like calm and submissive, and I totally used that on Leo like 100%. I did that when I was like 15 or something, when I'm like super crazy about like wanting to get a dog, but I can't, so I just watch videos. So I'll be like, I want to educate myself before I get a dog, until like 10 years later, like now that I finally got myself a dog. There come that puppy phase like 2 years ago, or I think so, where somebody got a dog, and that when she got her dog, it was just out of a whim because she really wanted it. So she got her dog, and then my boyfriend's sister wanted a dog too, but then she can't take care of it, so we decided to co-own Leo during that time. And that's how I got Leo in the first place, because I was living in an apartment which doesn't allow dogs, because I didn't want a dog anyway, so I just chose that apartment. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. They did have like other complexes that allow dog in there, but I chose one with that one because during the time I didn't even have a dog, so why would I need a complex that allow dog in the first place? So I did that, but my lease was almost over and I only had like a month left, and I was thinking like, after the lease was done, I was gonna go get myself a dog, go live in a complex that allowed dog in there or pets in there. So I was gonna do that, but we decided to just get Leo, and then she said that she will take care of Leo during the time being, because we were eventually gonna be living together, and we would definitely co-own him together. During that time, I absolutely did not know how to get a dog, but the person that got the dog the first place, she went through a lot of like Facebook dog group where people will post like the dog they need to be adopted, and half of them I feel like are just breeders that are making dog for people to buy. But then like I feel like that's just so sad. But then like some of them are just like truly like their dog just got pregnant, and they have so much puppy and they have to give it away and they can't keep all of it. I mean, I understand that point was when when your dog get birth to so much puppies, and you can't take care of all of them, so they post their puppies in those Facebook in those Facebook, page, and join like 3 or 4 of them and start looking at them like just a month ahead before I was thinking about getting one. To tell the truth, when I got Leo, it was just kind of out of a whim also, or like I wasn't specific on the breed. All I wanted was just like a small cute dog. I didn't want like those massive dog or large breed dog, because I want my first dog to just be small and cute and cuddly. Not only that, but I have to go and pick him up, and he was like super duper far away. He was like 4 hours away, and I mean, I was thinking like, do I want to do this much work? The litter, I think, had like 5, and there was like a pure white one, there was like a mixed black and white one, and there was just like a one that is like super just black, but Leo was like the only one that is black and have like the white on his face and like on his ear right here. So I mean, truly, I really wanted, we were trying to get a female dog. We weren't actually trying to look for like a male one. He was like the only choice left. So we just kind of like, should we get him? Should we get him? And then we just kind of like, yeah, let's go ahead and get him. Like, it was like literally last minute decision. During that time, I wasn't 100% ready. I was like 50% like, I'm not ready for a dog, but 50% was like, I really want one too. So I gave myself a push and I decided to go with it. So I drove 4 hours to get him. And then I literally just drove 4 hours. I went to get him, and then like it was just like a 3-minute meetup. And then after that, and I drove 4 hours like back home. And during that time, it was like 5 o'clock at night already when I got home. And I want to introduce him to everybody. And they were like, oh, he's so adorable. He's so cute. I mean, he was super adorable and cute, but like I said before, I live in an apartment that do not allow dogs, so he officially had to stay at the house for like a month. After that, and then we went to get our own apartment complex that allowed dogs, so everything was going super duper great. But then I know when you get a dog, when they're still a puppy, that wherever they live, or when they're a puppy, the environment of where they live and who they live with really shape who they are when they're grown up as an adult dog. So I feel like the environment I was living in wasn't good for him, and it wasn't good for me too. And there was instances, which I'm not going to say, that make him not a good environment for him to live in, because when I got him, I could tell that he was like semi-dominant. He wasn't the dog that would like be like very lenient. He was semi-dominant. If he has to feel like he needs to take in charge, he will take in charge. He's not a lenient kind of dog. And the person I was living with have a dog, and she have a lenient dog to begin with, like a submissive dog to begin with. So that's why like that way she didn't really need to train him that much. It was really super hard to train him, because the way they train their dog is super duper different from when I changed my dog. Because in the middle of night, I would have it in his kennel, or like, yeah, you could call it kennel, like his area, which is area where he has to sleep in, and he would just like bark and yell and stuff like that. And I was reading, like when you put in his kennel, it's just best, even if he bark or something like that, just let him do his thing. He will eventually calm down, and that's what I did. But of course, her training style is different from mine. So when he was barking, she would be like pointing at him and like do a lot of like stuff. So it was not like a super good environment to live in. So I totally moved out of that place as fast as I can, because it wasn't healthy for Leo, it wasn't healthy for me. So I moved out, and now I'm back here. And just quickly, I just want to mention that, like I said before, it was co-owned, but now that I moved out, I did ask her if she wanted to keep Leo, but she said no, she can't, because she like can't really take care of him that much. So I decided to just take him in, and so Leo is like officially my dog now and not really co-owned anymore. So that's what happened. So yeah. Leo, he has his own character as well. Like, he loves going out on walks and he loves going outside to play. And, you know, he loves when we give him massages. I think his number one thing that he loves is like massages. Like, he would just like, we would be like, massage, then he would just like flip over, give me his tummy and like massage him like this. Like, he's such a cutie boy, and I'm like super duper happy that, you know, he's in my life. I will never change that. So yeah, even though it was literally out of a whim when I got him, but he is such like a happiness in my life, and I will never change that, and he will live with me forever and ever and ever. I would never give him up to anybody. So like I said before, you know, like I was reading the article, it's just super duper sad. How can like anybody give up their dog? Like, understand that in your, maybe your living thing, you're like, your living is different, that's why you can't take care of your dog anymore. But if you already know that your living is gonna change eventually, then please don't, you know, get a dog just because during that time you feel like you want one. But you know, having a dog is for life, it's not just for Christmas. I just want to quickly say that the whole time when I was filming, he was literally just looking out the window, and that's what he do when I film. He just like to look out my window and just like don't bother me. He's so funny.